We got hold of the 911 tape in the Carrie Fisher emergency, and when you listen, it really does show the desperation of what happened. So what we're going to play for you is United Airlines operations. They have an operations center, and they called 911 in LA when the plane was around 10 minutes out from landing at LAX. This is after Carrie Fisher's heart stopped beating on the plane, and there was a clear medical emergency. And so this is what United was saying, and listen to what they're saying about the pilot throttling up to get there fast.
United Airlines, we have our one of our international flights coming in from London. It's about 10 minutes out, and it's a medical emergency for a passenger.
What's the newest ETA on that?
They said 12:28. 12:28.
Okay, and what's the ETA? 12:28?
Yeah. No, it's making up time. It's in 10 minutes.
So this was going on while those two people were desperately working on Carrie. Remember, her pulse stopped for about 10 minutes, and they were able to do emergency CPR to bring her back. The pilot is talking about how they're basically gunning it in LAX to try and get there in time because they know it's a dire situation.
So what happens is when a plane lands, I'm sure a lot of you know this, but when it lands, they reduce speed as they come into the area of where the airport is. And, you know, they'll go 550 miles an hour, and they go down to around 180 by the time that they make their final approach.
This
but
sounds
clearly,
like they braked at the last minute possible. I mean, they went in.
They knew this was a dire emergency, which it was. And I will tell you again that there were people on the plane who told us they thought she was dead on the airplane because they had seen her lifeless for so long before they were able to even get a pulse back. And as it turned out, she never regained consciousness and died a few days later. But the 911 tape.
Kudos to United for making what sounds like making every effort possible
to save her.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Lizzie from Minneapolis, and a couple things. First of all, I cannot imagine anything more traumatic for the passengers on the flight. I mean, already being confined in an area that you can't get out of and someone, you need help, I just think that would be completely traumatizing. Secondly, if you listen to that tape of the 911 operator, there is nothing more frustrating than listening to it, because the woman from United Airlines is trying to tell him they're on flight 74, and he's sitting there like, is that Alpha or for, A for Apple? She's like, no, 74. And he was so slow at picking it up. It was really frustrating.
But at the same time, the plane was still landing, so there was not a lot they could do.